we need to talk about the newest episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 13. Listen, this episode was something else, okay? It was actually the first episode in this season that had me hooked at the end, leaving me to want more and more. I have to be quite honest. I don't think this season so far is going amazing if you ask me. We have a lot of stale storylines that are going on in between the lines, such as Sutton trying to find a man, Erica trying to find work, Dorit and PK's expenses. It's all just, it's giving repetitive. But this episode, the iconic Denise Richards, Cynthia Bailey, Camille Donatacci Grammer, and Faye Resnick come back to bless our screens and give us the most hilarious scenes so far for The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 13. You know it's bad when we need to rely on unofficial friend ofs from the past and unofficial and housewives from the past to come into a scene and make it interesting, in my opinion. Something feels off, and not about Sutton, not about Kyle, it's this season. We also get introduced to Miss Anne-Marie Wiley, who I don't really want to talk about too much because of the allegations going on about her husband. I probably shouldn't say more. Just go and look them up on Google, and you'll know what I'm talking about. We need a shakeup for The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We either need a reboot, we either need the OGs back and do a type of legacy thing. We need something, because the first 6 episodes of this season, I have watched Kyle not having enough respect for Sutton to empathize for her, and Sutton not have enough respect for Kyle to empathize with her. Maybe not as bad as Kyle. Listen, I like the shade, I like the fun moments, but the way I am tired, Tired, of Miss Kyle Richards every time she gets put on blast after, 13 years of her wanting to talk about everything and anything under the moon about her castmates. She is now getting upset with Sutton that she's questioning, her life and the changes she's made. And I thought it was a little nasty of her to insinuate that, it's one thing to insinuate that something's going on in your personal life regarding your marriage. And it's one thing trying to insinuate that someone is an alcoholic or that someone is an alcoholic with an eating disorder. I'm paraphrasing. I'm not saying anything, but in her confessional, she said, Sutton is like, my toddler who wants to make me believe that they're eating my veggies by sliding around the food on their plate, which is a very heavy and dark accusation, if you ask me. This season is giving darkness. I'm not feeling it, to be quite honest. I've also thought about not recapping the show anymore and just recapping the episodes that really, pique my interest. the episodes with Cynthia. I'm 100% going to recap the episodes with Denise and Camille. I am 100% going to recap and the episodes with, Kyle's family sitting down to explain their split. I am definitely going to recap. But I'm truly on the fence about if I should do next week, because it's getting tiring. It's stale. It's, to me, sad that episode 6 weeks in, is the first episode, to me personally, that has given me something to laugh. Because in comparison to the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City or Miami or Potomac, I just don't know what it is. Beverly Hills is just not hitting the same. We are moving very slow. We are not giving Crystal too many scenes. We are not including, the friend ofs. We are not seeing a lot of Dorit. We are just seeing Kyle and Sutton bickering, and that is all, and that to me is getting a bit old. But anyways, all in all, Garcelle sits down with her son. They have some dinner. They talk about their issues. They seem to communicate just fine. We then have Dorit, Sutton, and that really, really, really nice, I'm trying to say the right words, matchmaker of hers that is seemingly on one. They're trying to find a bachelor for her. Sutton and Kyle get into it because Sutton is probably going to get more child support and will need to legally deal with her son 100%, which Sutton, that is just so... what Kyle did was a little nasty, but for you to use that as an excuse... Yes, she could have empathized with you a little bit more and shown you compassion, but girl... Are you really going to sit there and say that you're sad that your ex-husband is leaving the country permanently, so that's why you'll probably get a couple $1,000 more? And with the way you're set up with those $300K a month, I don't think that's going to hurt you, Sutton, to be quite honest with you. And yes, you had the love, you had the family, but come on now. Let's be real. But anyways, I also don't like how Kyle is very condescending to Sutton. It's very much giving unwanted. Kyle is triggered when someone does not fall for her BS and does not fall for her deflection, and she was definitely being deflective about it. She was focusing on that dinner, on her ring, on her fitness, on her diet, on her physique, But she was very triggered about are you trying to insinuate my husband cheated on me, when Sutton said, did I say that? And she obviously put a little sauce and put a little sarcasm in her tone to really make you go through one, but... It's evident that you're triggered. It's evident that something's going on. And you need to be honest, Kyle. You definitely need to be honest, because it's been 13 seasons and we have yet to get a crumb of honesty regarding Mauricio and you. If everything's good, I'm the first one that is going to raise the flag of love and parade the streets and say, good for them. But do you mean to tell me, with the way you are fed up with him, there is really nothing of importance going on that's plaguing you, Kyle? Come on. For how many years are you still going to pretend that everything's fine? And you said it yourself. I'm the one that wants it all to be put together. Well, it's fine if nothing or just some things are put together and some are not. You can let go of trying to portray the perfect image, because we as the fans, and you can be likable and enjoyable, and I say this with my heart, it's fine to see and show the cracks in the day-to-day. It's fine to show the vulnerability, and I wish she would be as transparent with this situation as she was with Kim and Kathy. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that topic. Also, Miss Morgan Wade. Can I tell you something funny that kind of got to me? Morgan somehow on photos looks a little different than on videos. Many people are photogenic, but I think Morgan Wade is videogenic or cameragenic. She has such a cute face. I don't know why, but she has such a nice, beautiful face. It was giving fresh, it was giving teeth are bleached, it was giving lesbian dream, it was giving all of the above. And the way Miss Kyle Richards was enamored when Miss Morgan Wade walked through that door, and the way Kyle willingly put her the first letter of her name on her body is crazy. Yes, you could tell that the two of them have respect for each other and obviously are super close and have a friendship. But I question if maybe some of these rumors are true about the both of them being, maybe, potentially, allegedly, a little more than that. I would be definitely here for it, and if that's the case, baby Kyle, come out. You're going to secure yourself at least 2 more seasons on that show if you do. I'm curious to see what you're going to say in the reunion about that, whole thing. But yeah, I thought it was cute. I thought the dynamic was cute. I thought those moments were cute, but it was definitely giving couple vibes. The dinner was the dinner from hell, obviously. I wish they would have shown Cynthia interact with the others a bit more. Then again, Cynthia is known to be a little bit more, not reserved, but the peacemaker, the chill one. So maybe they didn't have enough entertaining scenes that they could work with, and maybe Cynthia wanted to be a bit more respectful and let the other girls shine a bit more, because we all know Miss Cynthia Bailey can quickly turn into 50 Cent, honey, okay? And I also would have liked to see a bit more of Denise and Camille. I love the way Denise said, should we just go to In-N-Out and call it a night? What I think, Denise Richards, you make me cry. What the hell was up with you? You said you were not trying out that weed, but it was very much giving that you were high on something. Miss Girl, did you have a nicotine shock? Was everything okay? Were you cold? Because you had me cracking up at the faces that you were making, and even Erica had a little chuckle, a little laugh, and said, Denise, girl. But I can appreciate the comedic relief to stir away, of some of these very, intense plots that are going on right now. So we all thank Miss Denise Richards collectively for the service that she has provided and the service that she is going to still provide when she comes back for a second episode in a couple of weeks. But anyways, you guys, that's it for my little all over the place recap. I truly have nothing else to say. As I said, this was the first episode that really made me laugh, caught my interest, and made me feel like we are sort of moving on with the storylines, because it's it's been stale for the last 4 to 5 weeks. But yeah, anyways, I'm curious to see how things are going to go for next week's episode. And like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.